Hi, sweetheart. I love you. Seems forever since I'm written, honey, so it's so late now. You know, it's 11:30 right now, and I'm still at the office. And I'm too tired to write, so I thought I'd tape another tape to you. Hope you're not mind, sweetheart. Excuse me, I'm hoarse. It's so dry in here. I haven't had a drink in so long. By that, I don't mean an alcoholic drink. There's a water cooler right on the other side of the room, but too lazy to get a drink. Well, honey, like I said, I've been pretty busy. The last time I wrote, I was telling you, I think, about my trip to Dongbatin and in processing the 608 Trans Company. And then from there, we went up to Chula and turned the records of the 335th over to Task Force Oregon up north. And right after that, then Mr. Andrews had already gone back to group, but some of the things he brought up that I knew should have been done hadn't been, so I got hot on that. That kept me busy for quite a while. And Andrews no sooner got back to Saigon than he put out the word that he wanted to have a personnel officers meeting. So Sunday, Sergeant Schultz and I got on an Air America plane and got down there. Oh, let's see, we sat in the terminal almost all day. The one flight was canceled. We finally got out, I think it was 5 o'clock. We got in Saigon about 6:30. So from there we just went to billets. Sergeant Schultz stayed with the company, and I went over to the Red Bull Inn where I was when I first came in country. Stayed there and slept pretty good. Up the next morning for breakfast, and then went to the meeting. The meeting took all day. It was fairly constructive. We got a lot of work done. Of course, we brought a lot of work back with us. There's a big project underway now to transfer people around between battalions so as to eliminate any one battalion losing so many people in 1 month. This way we transfer them around and share the losses more equitably. It'd be rather lengthy to try to explain the whole bit, but that's the general idea. Forget where I left off now. Oh, yeah. And when the meeting was over, I figured, heck, I'll stay down another night and get rested up. So I did. And then this morning, Sergeant Schultz and I tried to get an aircraft out to get back up here to Nha Trang. Nothing doing. So we were there in the air terminal till, let's see, it must have been 2, I think. Yeah, about 2:30. And Mr. Howard from Group come dashing in just as we were trying to get seats on another aircraft at 4:30. And he says, gee, Colonel Pearson and Major Reinhardt are over at the airfield now with a chopper. They've got a cargo load, about 1,600 pounds to take back, and they've got just about enough room for 2 of you. So anyway, to make a long story short, we rode the chopper back, and we got here about 4:30. And I worked till 5:30. And I went over the club and had a ham steak dinner. I was famished, and it tasted good, and I felt much better. So then I worked for a few hours, and I finally decided to tape a letter. I'm really too tired, honey, to write, so I hope you'll forgive me by answering your letters with a tape. Incidentally, when I got back this afternoon, there were 2 letters from you, one postmarked the 1st of August, and the other the 4th of August. I'll comment on them now on this tape. I hope you don't mind too much, honey. I don't know when I'll get a chance to write again. Please don't let that alarm me. I'll write as soon as I can. If I can write tomorrow night, I will. But with this new project coming up, this D-Row Shuffle, I prefer to call it, we'll be busy probably for a few nights yet. But I'll write as soon as I get a chance, honey, and please don't worry about me, because I'll be right here in the train for quite a while now, probably. No more traveling around for a while. Incidentally, you shouldn't worry, honey, when I go on these trips, because they're not really that bad. I think I overstated the risk when I said how it was risky going on the road to Dongbatin. I've never gone by the road, probably never will, and by chopper it's only 15 minutes away, and there are no enemy troops between here and there, at least not in force. A few snipers, I guess. It's a little dangerous along the road, but flying we have no problem. Honey, you might hear me flipping pages here. What I did, I think the easiest way to answer your letter and not miss anything, I went through your letters and underlined some of the things that I wanted to comment on. So I'll be jumping from one thing to another. But I'd better get started on it. As I said, it's 11:30 now, and I gotta get over the hooch and get a shower and get to bed. Excuse me. Well, let's see. You said that the bus schedule changed. The bus from Binghamton to New York City is an express, and it takes 3.5 hours. That's good, honey. Too bad when I was there, you couldn't have got down there that quick. I'm glad to hear it's a quicker trip, and I'm awfully glad to hear it doesn't go to Newark anymore. That place really got it, didn't it? That and Detroit, Milwaukee, and now I think Wichita, Kansas, I read where they're having problems. Sure glad you didn't have to go there. You mentioned that you had a very good time at Andy's, and I'm glad, honey. I'm always glad when you go there. I know you have a good time. This China Pearl must really be a nice place to eat. Andy in one of her letters said how her and Bob had gone there. Bob took her there, I think, on her birthday. Sure wish I could have been there with you, honey. It sure would have been nice. I miss you. Glad to hear you have a catalog and you're going to order that set. That sounds real interesting. You're naughty. Or is it me that's naughty? Yeah, I guess it must be me. You know how we men are. At least this one. Yeah, let's see. The Greyhound does no longer go to Newark. Well, I already commented on that. I'm glad of that. Let's see. Oh, and as far as sending money to you for Gary's presents, honey, I'll be glad to send it to you. But if you don't mind, I'd like to wait till the end of this month to see how much I'm going to have left. Because, you know, Michelle, Jackie, and Brian had their birthday the 12th of this month. Brian on the 8th and the two girls on the 12th. So I already sent money to them. So you say you're not in any hurry, that you don't really need it. In fact, you told me not to send it, but I'd like to send it to you anyway and keep the record straight, okay? But I'd like to wait till it's a little closer to the end of the month to see just how much I'm going to have. Okay, honey? And let's see, Andy had a birthday cake. That was real nice, honey. White with whipped cream and strawberry. No, I really wish I was there. I really wish I was there with you anyway, honey, but that sounds real nice. I like that idea, sitting around at the table drinking coffee and giving you those cute little looks. Seeing that pretty face of yours across from me and joking. I miss those days very much. And the present she bought you, the red and white quilt, sounds real nice, darling. I hope you like it. Andy was quite pleased to get it for you. She mentioned in one of the letters she wrote. I sure hope you like it. You didn't open the present till the next morning, because Mark had fallen asleep while the bigger boys were taking their bath. You're a sweetheart. I love you. No wonder I love you so much, huh? This tape is getting down near the end, but I'll talk as long as I can on it. I didn't go to the trouble of splicing any of that leading tape on this one because it's so late and I'm tired to start with. So I'll have to watch it close. I don't want to run right up to the end of the tape. Well, let's see, you missed me and Mandy's and wished I had been there with you. Well, I sure miss you and wish I'd been there too, sweetheart.